Okay, so we're back on the David Brown with the fuel problem now. And I'll tell you what I got going on. So this top piece, I believe, is 3/16 copper, 3/16 line. And I got a piece of 3/16 brake line from Advance for $10. However, this fitting here is not 3/16. It is metric, maybe 5mm. I don't know. So this piece came with both ends flared already. And I've already cut the one flared end off. That's it. And it had fittings, these fittings on there for brake line. Well, I was like, I can just cut those off. So on this one, however, I left the flared end on, and I put a 3/16 ferrule on there and tightened it down in hopes that that's going to seal it. And then this, I think, will work with a coupling. So I got that pretty tight. I'm going to try to, I don't have a bender, so I'm going to try to bend this into a way, even if I got to use the whole thing, where it goes all the way around, where it don't kink it. And then we're going to try to start this thing, but it's way cold here today, so I don't know if it's going to work. So let me try to bend this thing and see if I can get it connected up there with my coupling and see what we're doing. All right, so I really didn't trim this thing. I didn't want to take a chance of kinking it and making it like real short. So I got this huge, enormous loop on it. And you see I got it ready. I got my housing here. I wanted to keep it far away from the exhaust. I mean, it's as far away as this one is, so I think it'll be okay. And put this on here. Let me set this camera down and we'll hook it up. I need to give me one of those cameras that's got the stuff on it where you can set it up, wrap it around stuff. So I'm trying to line these up. It's gonna be a little tight. I should have a wrench for this, I know. Proper wrench. But I don't. I mean, I got one, I just don't feel like I'm gonna get it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. So let me finish tightening that down and we'll fire it up, see where she leaks. All right, let's see what happens. It's a little chilly, we'll see if she cranks. Come on, baby. I think she's gonna crank. Smoke the place out. I'm gonna burn the starter up. Release. Okay. I don't know what that terrible noise was. Thought maybe it was the fan hitting the shroud, but I don't think that's what it was. Could be that alternator going out. Anyway, I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised there's no leaks. Smoked up the shop quite a lot. So I'm gonna air it out, and then I was gonna like test out the power steering, and I realized I don't have any power steering fluid. So there's that. So I'm gonna go to the store, we'll buy some power steering fluid. We'll come back, we'll test out the power steering, which is how all this got started. So I don't think this is rubbing anywhere. So anyway, that's what's up. But anyway, that doesn't leak, so hey, all right. All right, back from the store. I got some power steering fluid in it. We've got a little bit left to top it off because this should be completely empty. No fluid. We used to put whatever we had in here. I used to put motor oil in that thing whenever it get low. I'm not sure if that contributed to the failure. But one thing I do want to do is I bought from Advance Auto Parts a temperature gauge. So I want to see if I can install that. This is better than the one I bought at Napa. The one I bought at Napa starts off at like 130 or something. It barely moves when it gets up to temperature because I think it's got like a 170 thermostat in it, and you can barely, you have to wait till it gets completely hot until you see the thing move. So, and it was actually more expensive. I should have went to Advance to start with, but anyway, I'm gonna try to install this. I haven't decided if I'm gonna try to put it in the old temperature gauge or not. We'll see. Let me find out where that one goes and where that one ties in. We'll see what we can do. All right, it's a little chilly in here. I tracked down the, this is an electric gauge. It goes to the filler neck where the thermostat is, back to there. So I'm gonna have to take the gauge in anyway, but it's getting chilly in here, so start a little fire in there. So this one goes back to here, right there, and the wire goes all the way back to here. So we're gonna have to get a, this one's mechanical, so it's gonna have to come from there. Let's see if we can get that loose and get it mounted in there. Okay, I should have known it wasn't gonna be that easy. So this fitting is into the side of this block. Now this block is made into the head. So there's no way to take it out without pulling the head. The best I can tell is a 15/16. I guess it could be a 24 millimeter. But I cannot get a socket on there. And even if I did beat it on there, I doubt I'd be able to turn it. I'm just barely get a wrench on there. It feels a little loose. Anyway, so I might try to figure out how to get this thing off. I did get my gauge mounted back in the spot of the old one and get it running actually through the channel. It runs through here, back up there. It's hard to see, but anyway, there's my new gauge. There it is. So that's where I'm at now, trying to see if I can, I'd almost try a flare nut wrench, but I don't have one that big enough. So let me think about it. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm running out of daylight and time. I gotta be somewhere, so I got power steering fluid in it. We're gonna test power steering fluid. So we're gonna crank this thing up, drive it out of here. I got the gas tank held on with hopes and dreams, so we'll see how this goes. Well, that really sucks big time. So I have no steering at all. It's not moving at all. In fact, when it started under pressure, can't even move the steering wheel, but now it's off. It's doing that. Let's crank it up again. Well, that sucks a big fat one. That's a big fail. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. I'm afraid to get it out and drive it because I'm afraid it's not going to steer at all. It didn't work. Whatever I did to it. It's not that hard to take apart. I don't know what happened. May have to get somebody else to rebuild it. Because it almost, when it's under pressure, now it turns like no problem, no easy. It's not doing anything but when something's not right. So, I may end up having to take that thing back. I'm gonna have to take it back apart again. Jeez Louise. Well, live and learn. I started to buy the Polish version that comes already assembled, but I opted to buy the damn so that didn't work out too good. I thought whatever I did, it don't work. It don't work at all now. It's not turning it at all. So it only comes apart one way. I'm not sure what I did, but it don't work. So something's not right. So I'm going to have to pull it back out and take it back apart. See if I see anything obvious. If I don't see anything obvious, I might have to order another one. Find somebody who can rebuild this one and rebuild it right. Anyway, I'm gonna call this video an end. I got the fuel I got the fuel leak fixed, and there's no oil leaking out of that inspection plate, so I got that fixed. But the main thing I was here to work on was the power steering, and now I made it worse. So that's the way it goes. I may end up buying that Polish one. It's gonna be, I think, $135 plus like $35 shipping. Anyway, but I'm gonna pull this back apart, not today, and find out what's wrong with it. So that was not great. Anyway, that's the way it goes. So we'll catch you on next time. If you like this video and want to see more like it, subscribe, thumbs up, share it. And so yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, you want to see me fail and not make it right. But we'll get it. We ain't giving up hope. Got the old David Brown here. Shop's all smoked up. Anyway, catch you guys later. There's my dad.